The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places.
Hello and welcome to episode 43.
This is the coast.
Plenty of Christmas stuff happening on the coast in the run up to the big day. We'll have a look at some of the events. Also, we're at CLOCKS Home and Garden, checking out their brilliant, huge new Christmas display. And Steve Wallis from Hannah the Soldier Diaries is on. And we are chatting because Hannah the Soldier Diaries 2, the album, is out now, and a new audiobook is just around the corner as well. All that to come, and thank you as always for listening to the Yorkshire Coastcast. The numbers are fantastic. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and always at thisisthecoast.co.uk/podcasts. Firstly, before we have a chat with Steve Wallis at the Palm Court Hotel in Scarborough, I've been to CLOCKS Home and Garden on Victoria Road. Whenever you walk in, you're always amazed at just how big it is with the upstairs and all the stuff around the back. But now you can head even further back outside into a completely different building for their huge new Christmas display. And there's some rather unique stuff that you can get there as well. So for any last-minute Christmas gifts and decorations, this could be the place for you. I've been speaking to the guys there to find out more. Right, I'm at CLOCKS on Victoria Road in Scarborough, which I think always surprises people when they come in for the first time anyway, because it just goes on and on and on. But this year, more so than ever.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
I am Jane. Jane with my husband Neil and my daughter Natalie, the third generation now of running CLOCKS, clock handyman as people know us. But because we're home and garden, we've, like a garden centre does, we've gone full out this year with Christmas. And we've tried to make the best use of the space that we have, which, like you say, we do expand. So our storage space has now become our Christmas Grotto space.
Right, so it was huge before, but now you actually come outside the back and head into a completely separate building.
Yes, it was where we had storage and cardboard boxes, and that seemed a bit pointless for Christmas decorations. It looks much prettier now. We've got them out on display, and the lights come on and the music plays. We've even got the smells of Christmas. So, yeah, it's a nice area. Just that, and it's across like a cobble yard. So people are loving the kind of the oldie worldy and Christmassiness of it all.
Yeah, and it's not just what's inside here, isn't it? It's that walkway between the main shop, the main building, and this as well. You've made that all Christmassy because you guys know how to light stuff up.
Well, I think I'm very lucky. People often wonder where I am. I'm in the office doing paperwork and stuff, but we have our own very handyman Neil.
Hello there, yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Who is very good with the electrics. You've done all the lights and the displays. And
I'll do all the lighting, all the displays, all the magic, as hopefully it is. It all lights up as you come in, as you walk. It's all censored, so hopefully the experience is a wow. Just like it when people go, wow.
Yeah. That must be the big reward. But I think if you are going to come here, you need to set aside some time, don't you? A morning or an afternoon, because there is loads to see, isn't there?
There is, absolutely. Everywhere you turn, there is something new. There's something different.
And in fact, talk about some of the stuff that you have here, because there's a real process that goes into bringing the stuff here, isn't there? There's quite different stuff that you wouldn't necessarily see, here, there, and everywhere.
Well, that's a good thing to mention, because I don't think people realise we go buying in January. So we're done with Christmas, and we really are not done. We're buying in January for looking at the trends, what's going to be the theme. And when we do that, it's all a risk, but we buy from the same people that supply Castle Howard. So this is beautiful stuff, quality stuff, beautiful stuff, but it's always a bit of a gamble. And this year we some of the gamble, as you see it in other places, some of the trends, the maroons and the rich colours. So we have it. And that's lovely, because you know that people say, I've got enough Christmas, I've got enough. You put one new thing in your Christmas display and you've got the magic again. It all comes back, all that sort of feeling of, Christmas is magic. So, it's a process, but it's rewarding. And
that one thing that you get, you've then got it for every Christmas going forward, haven't you? That's the great thing.
Absolutely. I mean, you can never stop adding. I mean, we've done our Christmas display at home, and we've put stuff out that we haven't put out for 4 or 5 years. We always add to it. You can add to it, and you can put it out this year and leave it for a year, put it out next year, and add something new next year.
So, are there any things that you're particularly, excited about for that last minute Christmas shopping for people here?
Well, I think what we found is that people love their lights all year round. So you can give lights as a great present to people for the bedrooms, for the decor over the fires. So all the lights and everything is, and like I say, Neil's speciality with lights, he knows all our stock very well. So lights are always great. But the foliage this year, the quality is so good. Some of it's so realistic, you can't tell that it's fake foliage, as they call it. It looks realistic, and so it's going to last you year after year. Good investment, but the quality's there. Yeah.
You've just got to come in and explore, haven't you? Really, because there is way too much to mention. So, just remind us of your opening days and hours.
We're open Monday to Saturday, Monday to Fridays, 8:30 to 5:30. Saturdays 9 till 5:30, and Sunday is 10 till 4.
Yeah, it's easy to just say we're open every day of the week. We're open every day. We are going to take a break. Everybody goes off for Christmas, so we're closed Christmas over the Christmas period. But we're a 7-day-a-weeker, and over here, you can come in, we'll open it up. If we're not here, we open it up, because you can just come and look outside and get photos of yourself sat outside with the foliage around you and the benches. It's very pretty outside on a late afternoon. But we're every day.
Yeah, and I think to give you a bit of a teaser, your window display at Christmas is famous, isn't it? Really, you've got boys, but you've got clocks, and that is an amazing display.
Yeah, it is. Natalie does the display for the windows, and she's won an award every year.
She has just such a wonderful eye. She doesn't take after me. I'm the function. I like things that do jobs and function. She's got a beautiful. She can spot decor to put together. So I think she does a fantastic job in the windows. She does get trapped though. She got trapped in the window this year, so there was a bit of a panic for a moment, but she got out.
She's part of the display then, just for about a month or so, yeah. Great. Well, it looks amazing, but what I need is more time, actually, to really get around it all, because it's great. There's just something different around every single corner. So, if you are coming in, definitely make some time to come. And, in this building, you've got the upstairs, right at the very end there, you've got the sleigh, you've got picture opportunities. It's a great place to come, not just to browse and to shop, but also just to feel Christmassy, yeah?
Make
memories, yeah.
That's how we see it. Make memories. That's what we like to do. Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas to you both. Thank you. Cheers.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire.
This is episode 43 of the Yorkshire Coastcast, available on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and always at thisisthecoast.co.uk/podcasts. Brought to you by This Is The Coast, the local commercial radio station for the Yorkshire Coast, on DAB, digital radio across much of the region, actually. Also online at thisisthecoast.co.uk. You can download the app from the App Store and listen to us on your phone, and you can also get us on the Roku TV as well. If you've got a Roku streaming stick, then get the app on there, and you can get news stories scrolling across the screen. Great if you've got a waiting room and a TV, then just get that Roku stick, and you can listen to us all day, every day, and get those news stories on screen as well, which will be really, really useful. And also, you can get your smart speaker, your Alexa, to enable This Is The Coast. And then after that, just play This Is The Coast, and Alexa will sort that out for you. Right, next, we are heading from CLOCKS on Victoria Road to the Palm Court Hotel in Scarborough, where fairly recently I caught up with Steve Wallis, not for the first time. We were talking about the release of Hannah the Soldier Diaries 2, the original soundtrack, and also the upcoming audiobook as well. I don't know whether you've seen Hannah the Soldier Diaries in its various forms in the last few years, but it is a wonderful show written and set right here on the Yorkshire coast. Wow. We're here in the lovely lounge, I think you could call it, at the Palm Court in Scarborough. It's nice, isn't it, coming into these hotels, because it's not really just a place for visitors to come, is it? I mean, locals can come and have a coffee, as we are doing as well, and we've got it all on our doorstep, haven't we?
Absolutely. I'll be honest with you, I use this as my meeting place. This is my go-to place for meetings, because all the reasons that you've said. Really nice environment, nice coffee. So what's not to like?
So you are the person behind Hannah the Soldier Diaries. Just take us back to where the idea for it came from and how it's evolved.
Right. So Hannah the Soldier Diaries started off as an idea for an album. So what I wanted to do was to write a bunch of songs that were all linked to each other, that would tell a narrative and a story. And the story is of Hannah, who's a young woman from Scarborough. She's a hairdresser and a student, and she meets and falls in love with a guy called Jack, who's from Harrogate, and he's a soldier in the British Army. So the idea was that we'd write 11 songs, all connected to each other. So the first one was called Butterflies, and the reason behind that was butterflies was that the feeling you kind of get in your tummy when you meet that special someone for the first time. So that was kind of seemed natural to be the first song on the album. And then the songs on the album reflect Hannah's sort of situation within a relationship with Jack. So as an example, there's one called Anxiety, which is when she goes and meets Jack's perceived posh parents in Harrogate. There's another song called Love You, Hate You, which is about she loves Jack but she hates him because he's going away. So the titles of the song kind of reflect Hannah's kind of feelings at a particular time. So we started off with that album, and we thought we were really pleased with how it ended up. So I thought I'd really want to evolve this Hannah the Soldier Diaries. So we created an audio book which contained all the songs that's on the album, and then we got Zoe back, who sang all the songs. And then she narrated an audiobook, and basically the audiobook fleshed out the story more. So you had a song, and then you had some dialogue, narrative to sort of pad out the story.
So, I need to tell you about Jack. He's 23. He comes from Harrogate, and he's been in the army for 6 years. He loves it. Travels the world and sees loads of cool stuff. And then randomly volunteers to spend one of his days of leave in Scarborough with his mates, doing an army recruitment thing. Lucky old me. So
we did that, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And then from that came the first incarnation of Hannah the Soldier Diaries the musical, which we did at the Scarborough Spa in 2024. And then when I saw it on stage, I thought these characters have got a bit more to say. So we went back to the drawing board a little bit, and then I thought to myself, I want to write some more songs to talk about Hannah's relationship. So the first album finishes where Jack leaves to go and fight the Afghanistan war, leaving Hannah on her own. So that's kind of where the first album finishes. And then the second album picks up from pretty much straight away. Hannah, within a few months, finds out that she's pregnant, and she's on her own without Jack because he's in Afghanistan fighting. But then Jack's brother rocks up, and Jack's brother, although Hannah knows of him, is a twin, and he very, very quickly falls in love with Hannah, but she doesn't feel the same way about him. But nevertheless, Alex, who's the twin brother, he is there to support Hannah through her pregnancy, and then she does start to get some feelings for him. There's no doubt about that. So then the songs within the second album, they reflect basically that relationship between Hannah and Alex. So as an example, the first song on the new album is called Whirlwind, and that reflects Hannah's state of mind in her head. She's basically in this situation where the love of her life has just left her to go and fight in Afghanistan. She finds herself pregnant, and then she's confronted with Jack's brother, who for all intents and purposes is identical. So it's a real kind of a mind mess for her, and hence the whirlwind in her head.
Every night, wish I was somewhere else. Wish I was back with you. Wish I could dream a dream and make it all come true. But now I'm standing here with you instead. All I got, this crazy whirlwind in my head. This crazy whirlwind in my head. This crazy whirlwind in my head.
And then as album one, the songs and album two, the song titles reflect Hannah's state of mind as she goes through her relationship with Alex. And then I'm not going to tell you then, because otherwise you'll spoil it how it ends out. So yeah, we're really excited that we've finished the second album, and then also we're very close to finishing the second audiobook as well, which also covers Hannah's relationship with Alex. And then the two products together, so album 1 and album 2, and audiobook and audiobook 1 and audiobook 2, they come together in their entirety on the stage, which we've just done at the Scarborough Spa for the second time. We did that in June of this year, and so the whole thing, so to speak, was presented at the Scarborough Spa as a musical, which turned out really well. I was really delighted by it.
And we saw the show and it was fantastic. The song's so catchy as well. And the great thing about it is that it's all yours, isn't it? In terms of wanting to evolve and adapt the show going forward, you can sort of do what you want. It's not as if you have to ask someone's permission about music and all that. It's all yours, isn't it? So you can kind of take it where you want to go. But obviously for that, you also, need to maybe find support to be able to, fulfill your dreams for it.
Yes, absolutely, and you're right. Yes, we're quite lucky in the sense that we've got ownership of all the material. So it's all original stuff. The story's original, all the songs are original. So yeah, we're quite lucky to have that under our belt. And like you said, it's the utopia. The dream is always, to see how far you can push these things. And we've had 2 really great outings at the Scarborough Spa. Really delighted in terms of the product and how it was received. By the public. Really some wonderful comments. So I think we've proved that as a concept and as a production that it works. I'm not deluded enough to know that it needs a bit of polish. I know that it still needs a bit of polish. They always do. But I think Utopia is a tour, and obviously West End would be the ultimate. But that would be. But we're working hard to try and see how we can realise that. And funding is always the challenge.
Yeah, but like I say, it's a fantastic product, and what would be great as well is if you were to take it beyond Scarborough, then it's another way to promote Scarborough, isn't it? Because it is all set here, isn't it?
It is, and I think that's the thing. We've kind of said it's like a for people who are not in, it's almost like a postcard from Scarborough because it does reflect. It has local people, local themes, but also we were quite keen to capture the local area in terms of the geography and the locations within Scarborough, so people could, when they were watching the show, they could go, "Oh, that looks kind of cool. Where's that?" And "Oh, that's Scarborough." So maybe some of those people might head here, to come have a look for themselves. So yeah, you're right. It is pretty much a postcard from Scarborough.
But it's also something that people around the country would be familiar with. That idea of someone, a young person. Going off to war, fighting Afghanistan. A lot of people did do that, and it's not too far back in the memory, is it, for people? And of course there will have been a lot of love stories, ones that continued, ones that failed, ones that ended in tragedy and stuff. So it's a story that a lot of people can relate to actually as well.
It is, yeah. I think that's the beauty of it. I think it's I think a lot of people who watched it, could not necessarily in the same position as Hannah and Jack, i.e., Hannah being with Jack being a soldier per se, but I think in terms of people who are in relationships, distant relationships, could relate to how that feels for them. So yeah, I think there's a lot of common themes within the show that people can it's quite relatable. And I think one of the other things as well was that we tried to cover, which I think we did fairly well, was the class divide, because I think Hannah's perception was that because Jack was from Harrogate that he was posh and that she wasn't good enough for him on that kind of level. So I think we broke that down, and I think we hopefully we showed fairly well that Hannah was could more than hold her own with anybody really, and just because there's a supposed tag that you come from a certain place that you're not good enough to be with somebody from a perceived better place. So I think we tried to break that barrier down as well, and I think we did it reasonably well. So yeah.
Great. And so exactly what can people get? How do they access it?
So the new album, it's imaginatively titled Hannah the Soldier Diaries 2, and basically that's 11 brand new songs that were in the stage version at the Scarborough Spa, and that album is going to be available from all the major distribution and download sites, so your iTunes and all these distribution sites. It will be available. And
it won't surprise me if there is news of another show at some point somewhere. I'm sure that's an ambition.
Absolutely. I think it's we're looking at how we can keep Hannah in the public domain. We are thinking about doing a concert version of Hannah next year. So that basically will be Zoe, who is the lead in the stage version, and she's done all the songs and all the narration on the audiobooks, but with a band. So we'll do a live performance of the songs, maybe somewhere like the Ocean Room or maybe at the Royal Hotel in Scarborough. And probably not next year, but maybe the year after. Maybe look at bringing Hannah back again if we've not managed to, get a tour pulled together. So yeah, it's. And then of course the second audiobook is going to be out in the new year as well, around Christmas time, early New Year. So yeah, there's still. She's still going to be in the public domain, which is really nice.
Finally, Modcrop the musical, that was a big success. That's coming back, isn't it? And that's another one of your babies.
It is, yeah. So Modcrop, although very different to Hannah in lots of ways, with Hannah being the original one, as we talked about, with Modcrop is the jukebox musical. But we had a great time at the Scarborough Spa. We went on for 4 nights, and it did really well. I'm really pleased with how many people came to see it, and obviously with the way it was performed on stage, it came across really well. Really delighted. So yeah, we're bringing that back again to the Spa in July of next year. So if anybody missed it or want to come and see it again, it's going to be coming back in July next year.
Brilliant. Now, we've been speaking for over 11 minutes, and I didn't realise they'd brought little ice creams out with these coffees. I can't believe that mine hasn't melted everywhere. I didn't realise. I thought it was just a biscuit. You'd have known that it would have ice cream if you come here regularly.
I missed that. Should I give you a heads up, shouldn't I? So you need to nail that before we start.
We do, yeah. Well, I think it's still edible, so that's good. But yeah, good luck with it all, and the songs are catchy, and obviously we'll be playing a couple of them on the podcast as well.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Paddy. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
And that was Steve Wallis chatting to me at the Palm Court Hotel. And pleased to say I did manage to eat the ice cream, which surprisingly hadn't melted as much as you'd expect after nearly 11 minutes of chatting. Right, let's play you a few more song clips from this brilliant Hannah the Soldier Diaries 2 original soundtrack album, which is available now.
I wish I could have found a way to make you turn around and say, I have to see you one more time, 'cause you're still on my mind. Wouldn't make the same mistake. One more night my heart will break without you. So give me a sign, 'cause you're still on my mind. 'Cause three's a crowd, means only room for two. And I guess if I figure this out right, there should never be a me and you. And all I wanted was to say was just thank you. Wasn't looking for a perfect day. This is getting serious. Baby, this is serious. Oh, so serious. Tell me, what do I need to do? This is getting serious.
Getting serious, Zoe Wright on vocals, and that taken from Hannah the Soldier Diaries 2, the original soundtrack, which is available now. And thank you so much again to Steve Wallis for his time on episode 43 of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast.
The Yorkshire Coastcast, loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is the coast.
And this is episode 43 of the Yorkshire Coastcast. A couple of little events to mention. We've got the opening of a brand new Starbucks on the edge of Moulton this coming Monday, the 22nd of December, and This Is the Coast is going to be there. Yorkshire Air Ambulance are going to be cutting the ribbon and officially opening this new Starbucks. It's very, very close to Eden Camp, near the new McDonald's, just around the junction of the A64 and A169. There's going to be live music in store throughout the day. There'll be games and craft stalls and a visit from Santa as well. If you're among the first 3 customers, you'll get free Starbucks for a month. Hello. And there's also goodie bags for others attending the opening. And our evening show host, Darren Leatham, will also be live from the venue, along with Coast crew Michael. Pop down, be part of the fun, meet the team, and grab yourself a tasty coffee from the talented baristas. So that is the grand opening of the new Starbucks in Moulton this coming Monday, the 22nd of December. The Pantos are continuing as well. We've got Beauty and the Beast at Scarborough Spa, regular performances across the festive season, starring Anne Hegarty from The Chase and also Jake Quickenden as well. And there's also also a panto at Bridlington Spa, which is always a cracker, and it's Dick Whittington this year, and that stars Tommy Coyle as King Rat. There's lots of other stuff going on as well, depending on when you listen to this podcast. Stepping to Christmas is also at Bridlington Spa on Friday the 19th of December, packed with all your favourite Christmas classics. The show brings the spirit of the season to life with dazzling performances, stunning festive visuals, and a sensational live band. And there's always more ideas by clicking local info at what's on at thisisthecoast.co.uk. Thank you so much for listening to Yorkshire Coastcast episode 43. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from, and we'll see you on episode 44. And if I don't speak to you before, Merry Christmas to you and yours.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. The people, the places.
And here's a little mention for Carols on the Coast, broadcast on This Is the Coast, Christmas Eve, 6 till 8, and Christmas Day, 12 till 2. Don't miss it.
The Yorkshire Coastcast.
Loving